My name is Dr. Amuda-Kannike Abubakar. I represent Ilorin East, Ilorin South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm from Kwara State, the state of harmony. Today I have the privilege to move a motion on the need to investigate the shutting down and planned relocation of agricultural value chain industries from the country owing to difficulties in sourcing foreign exchange. The House notes the recent Central Bank of Nigeria's policy that banks should allocate 60% of their total foreign exchange purchases from all sources, including interbank, to manufacturers and 40% to other users for the purpose of trade and other obligations. Aware of the recent decision of Erisco Foods Limited to shut down its $150 million plant in Lagos, owing to scarcity of foreign exchange from the CBN, as a result of which about 1,500 employees are said to lose their jobs. Also aware of the assertion of the chief executive of the company that at the end of 30 days, if the situation does not improve, it will move its manufacturing firm out of Nigeria, given that it cannot run a big factory while having to source foreign exchange from the parallel market at the rate of 450 naira to a dollar. Concerned that the matter may herald the exodus of other agricultural value chain companies, including non-agricultural related ones, from Nigeria, if not reversed, a situation which will further dampen the hope of economic recovery, since unemployment and low consumer spending are factors that continuously perpetuate recession. Desirous to complement the efforts of the federal government towards revitalizing the agricultural sector and its diversification policy by investigating actions that attempt to scuttle this policy of government with a view to redressing them, I hereby invite the House to resolve as follows. 1. Mandate the Committee on Agricultural Production and Services and Banking and Currency to investigate the inability of agricultural value chain industries and others to access foreign exchange from the Central Bank of Nigeria, with a view to averting their shutting down of operations in view of the adverse consequences. 2. Also mandate the committees to encourage collaborative efforts by the CBN, the Bank of Industry, and Bank of Agriculture that will stimulate the sustainability of agricultural process companies in Nigeria. And 3. Hold sectoral debates with relevant stakeholders in the manufacturing and agro-allied industries on the state of manufacturing and contemporary challenges, so as to serve as input for legislative output to support the sector and the economy. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move. Mr. Speaker, we are all experiencing the current recession and the spirited attempt by government to diversify our economy. We know that we are where we are because the petrol dollar has really gone down and the economy is in serious challenge. Agriculture has been identified as the key sector that will diversify this economy, because in the past, agriculture was the mainstay when there was no oil and gas for this nation. So we are trying to go back to the basics and to go back to where we started from. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, companies like Erisco, Dangote company that just also came out and said due to economic harsh conditions, they cannot process tomato paste again. These are the models that we should replicate. These are the models of value chain in agriculture that will create employment and create economic activity that will get us out of this recession. It is very, very of great concern to any keen watcher that this same model that we are trying to benchmark and replicate, the ones that took the bull by the horn earlier than now to make sure that they add value to our agricultural outputs, are the ones that are threatened and currently relocating. Colleagues, I think we must investigate what the challenges are, why they allocated 60% that is meant for the manufacturing and agro-allied industries, why they are not assessing them. If we do not pay attention and learn what the challenges are and mitigate against them, then we might as well be just paying lip service to our attempt at diversifying the economy. We need to quickly look at what is happening, learn from it, and make sure that we make sure that it operates well and these people are able to source forex for necessary inputs to make sure that we have value chain and they can now offtake the product of all our farmers. And that is when we can really see agriculture as a diversified option to our current over-reliance on oil and gas. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I urge you to support this motion so that we can galvanize our economy from this state of recess to economic boom again. Thank you.
Honorable Toby Okechukwu. Okay, Sheriff. Correspondent read from Mr. President is referred to the House Committee on Telecommunication. Leader.